5-hour energy. But fire away if you have. I know we saw a lot of you earlier, my dear.
Okay, so you guys are obviously extremely busy. You just got back from Europe, and there's always so much going on. So how do you keep your relationship with God really close and centered with Him in the midst of everything you guys do?
Well, that's the challenge for all of us, isn't it? I don't think I'm any busier than what you guys are, really. You know, busyness is just kind of a way of life, it seems like these days. But we do, you know, I've been married for nearly 6 years. I've got 2 little boys, and they have a way of, in the franticness of raising kids, they have a way of calming your mind, and at other times making you want to pull your hair out. So it forces yourself to turn somewhere else. And for both Joel and I, that's we turn to God. You know, that's the only way I know how to get through enormously difficult challenges. And you know, most of what Joel and I's career has been very, very difficult. And so I try in the morning before I really get going to just take even a small step of just reading something, reading a little bit of scripture. It's amazing how that kind of sets the tone for the rest of the day.
We saw earlier this weekend kind of a spotlight on the Priceless movie coming out.
Yes.
And I was hoping you guys could kind of tell us the most challenging part from the perspective of the actor and kind of director with this.
I'm so glad you asked about that. So for those of you who don't know, there's been 2 things we've been working on since really the last record. We've been working on a film called Priceless. It's kind of a dramatic story of love, reasonably suspenseful. We've also been working on a song called with the same title, Priceless as well. And both have been something that, you know, is very in line with King Country. We've shared about celebrating a woman's worth since the beginning of the band, and we've shared about men charging us as men, but men in general to be chivalrous in how we love a woman. And so to take that to the silver screen is very exciting. To take it, put it into a song is very exciting as well. But man, I got to tell you, it was not an easy task, and that's an understatement. A big part of it was we're just novices. We've never done it before. Our brother Ben is a filmmaker, but he's done documentaries and music videos. This was his first feature. But as life sort of goes, you've got this warfare going on of good and evil, and we saw it every step of the way because we saw these kind of miraculous interventions happen. Where we showed up in Albuquerque, New Mexico, for instance, and the first day of shooting, it didn't look like it was going to happen. I mean, we were running up against deadlines, and there were funding issues and all the rest of it. And we sort of had that fear every day. It was like, are we even going to make the cut today? Are we even going to get it? But everything from the producer that came on board, Steve Barnett, who you met earlier this weekend, the producer of the Spartan film 300, and is a great man, a great believer in us, to the cast. We had a guy